This is Romusa Media. Today we're here with Australian recording artist Vancouver Sleep Clinic. We're in Atlanta, Georgia.
We are.
You're on tour now. When you were making Therapy Phase 02, how much of this project did you have in mind live sessions and live performances? Were you making it strictly to perform live, or was there some other element to it?
I think definitely with the newer music, I've always kind of felt like I wanted to have songs with more energy to play on stage. And my earlier stuff, I still love it, but it's a lot dreamier and more ambient. So I kind of wanted to make some songs that could translate on the live stage as well, and at festivals, and just get the crowd get a little bit more energy into the whole, or just dynamic into the whole performance. So yeah, that was definitely a factor when I was making Therapy 2. I just wanted, I wanted to still keep the original authenticity and emotion to the music, but just create a more vast dynamic for the show.
How long did this project take to make from beginning to end?
I made both Phase 1 and 2. It was basically just this period of 6 months. I was living in LA, and I didn't really make it specifically for EP or anything. I just made a bunch of songs, and then I kind of looked back at all those songs from that period, and then decided which ones that I wanted to use and how I wanted to release it. And it ended up being a 2-part Therapy Phase 1, Phase 2.
Why the decision to make these projects short in their track listing? For example, Phase 2, not many songs on there.
Yeah, I think I just wanted, more than anything, I just wanted to get music out fast. I think because I was stuck in this record label for 2 years, and it really drained me. It was frustrating because I riding the wave of music coming out. So as soon as I was independent, I just wanted to come up with some sort of strategy that would allow me to release quickly. And I knew the song, it's definitely a variety of types of songs, and I just wanted to get it all out there, so people could choose which ones they like the most, and basically just keep feeding fans of my music until my next project.
What was the first song that you wrote for this project?
For Phase 2, I wrote this song. I'm just trying to think. There's a more instrumentally song in there called Forgiven that I wrote about a year ago now. I just wrote it in my bedroom. That's kind of one of the more organic moments of the EP.
How common is it, as from a recording artist perspective, to write songs and produce music in the comfort of their own bedroom in 2018?
Well, yeah, it's crazy now. We were just talking about this the other day on the bus. It's almost scary, the capability, even of AI. They're developing software now. They're developing software now where the AI can program chords and sounds automated, so it can basically develop songs. So it's really accessible now for anyone to make decent sounding music, even without musical training. I'm not even musically trained.
I think the thing about your music that so many people gravitate towards is your falsetto. And I'm not sure if many people would even classify it a falsetto, but the critics have raved over your ability to control your voice. And goes low, but there's something that always sticks with it, no matter the range.
Right.
What are some things you do to preserve your voice as a singer?
I'm pretty I'm pretty like bad with that stuff. I kind of have a sore throat at the moment actually, on this tour already. I think like just because I've never had training, or like I honestly don't even know the science of the voice or anything. Like I've just kind of winged everything up until this point. I warm up every night and I just try not to like yell at sports games or anything like that. Basically that's like the extent of the precautions I take at the moment, but I definitely want to explore that more, and I'm going to have to, like, in order to like sustain it for sure.
What's your earliest memory of music in regards to like the first song you ever wrote? And maybe didn't even release, but the first time you were like, oh, this is immersive for me, this is therapeutic for me, and it's like fulfilling.
The first song I wrote, is in like grade 8, and it was with 3 friends. We started this band. It was really embarrassing, like punk band.
And you don't have to tell me the name.
I'm definitely not going to tell you the name, because it exists out there somewhere. But yeah, we recorded it, and I remember like it was super fun because you're like 14 and you basically just want to like be the coolest kids in the school, so you start a band. And I remember the guy that was meant to sing on the song, like he pulled out of like the recording session like a week before, so then I was drumming for it, and then I had to sing. So that's where that all started. But I just remember like that was so fun, and it sounded terrible, and I've still like got the songs sound so bad, but that's when I can definitely remember being like, man, making music with friends and like that sense of like accomplishment is like really rewarding.
Is it kind of distancing now to your friends that you were in the band with, that your recording career has gone commercial and now has come back to an independent level?
Well, I mean, I did quite a few bands. That was kind of like the running joke in school that I was definitely like jumping ship quite a lot between bands, and just different ideas, projects. But one thing that I could definitely say is that the thing with bands is like a lot of the time there's only 1 or 2 people really that like are chasing it hard. Everyone like has fun, but like for me it was always like about like making a career and like ambition in the music industry. So I think like my friends didn't feel the same way, and that drive is what took me to Vancouver Sleep Clinic, which is something that I started by myself, just because of the fact that I knew that I was the only one that, like, if I did something by myself, I could dedicate all my time and energy towards it and not have to worry about other people. So yeah, I think that was like, and obviously like I was lucky enough to see some success out of that. But I'll still never forget like those days with playing with like friends in the school, like music room and stuff. Like it was just so fun. But yeah, for sure I realized that I needed to take it myself.
Does your family have musical history?
Yeah, my dad he shreds the guitar. He's always like he's always had guitars around, even as I was a kid. Like he'd have like guitars lying around. Bought me my first drum kit when I was 4. So yeah, he's always been super like supportive. And yeah, my whole family, like my siblings and my mom too. My mom plays the violin and sings, and yeah, it's just always instruments and good vibes going around the house. It's sick.
When you're writing lyrics, a lot of your lyrics are rooted in this emotional, emotive kind of mood. They tend to relate to real life a lot.
Yeah.
Does it ever cross your mind that the people who these songs are about, may not appreciate them being released?
You know, I don't really write too many songs about like specific people, to be honest. Like, I think there might be one or two, but like even then they're not really like, at least I've tried to not be too like bitter or like resentful towards anyone, and so I just don't like dwelling on those kind of thoughts and that kind of attitude. So I think like, I mean, I hope I've avoided that in my songs. For sure there's a lot of like, it's a lot of the sadder or like darker moments, it's just a lot more internal. It's a lot more about me and the way that I think and see the world, as opposed to like as opposed to like coming across another person in a negative way. I think I'm just trying to like relate to people on a personal level, rather than come after someone. But yeah, hopefully that stays the same. I definitely want to keep that state of mind, because that's why I make music, not to like not to I don't know, bitch about others in songs and stuff. It's not really what I'm doing it for.
You've been on tour many times before. This one with Masco, how did you guys link up for this tour, and what has it been like from a music making perspective?
So I met Carl. I actually hadn't even met Carl. His name's Carl. Before this tour, we have the same booking agent, so that's how it kind of worked out. It was pretty last minute. And I've been listening to his music for a little while, so I was stoked to do it. But yeah, we met for the first time last week, and we've done the first 4 or 5 shows in this tour, and it's been awesome. So yeah, hopefully the rest of it is just as fun, and maybe we'll get some cool songs out of it, something, who knows.
What are some of your own personal favorite performers in music that you try and emulate, maybe on stage, or at least draw some inspiration from?
One of my favorite like live experiences was seeing Tame Impala. I love Tame Impala. Just on a musical level, it's really like, it's a real journey, that show. I mean, Kendrick, I saw Kendrick a few times, and that's just like that whole, like, just the whole show, the setup, and the band is just like super tight, and the energy is crazy. Vocally, like, maybe, I mean, I've seen so many like cool things. I mean, actually, I did see, who was it? I saw this band, This Will Destroy, who I really like instrumental band, super loud and like gritty. I've just taken like a bunch of inspiration from that, like heaps of different genres and performers, but I guess like, just like getting a feel for the energy and the dynamics on the stage really like inspires me a lot.
Would you ever consider working with hip-hop artists on their albums? You've worked with IDK in the past for a song.
Yeah.
How did that come about, and do you want to do some more of that in the future?
Yeah, I love hip-hop. I would, absolutely love. I really enjoy, I think it's like a cool part of my voice. I don't know, it kind of fits in well on like beats, so I'm always down to like lay a hook down, or like, and I'm just a big fan of like the genre and of the craft and of the poetry and the lyric. It's so cool. So yeah, definitely I'd like to do some more of that in the future.
next for you? You've dropped 2 EPs. Is this a ongoing series until an album?
It was originally, I was originally planning for a lot more of them, because I have like a big stockpile of songs, but I just like finished my album, so what's next is the album for sure. I'm super excited about it. I think it's the best thing I've done easily, and the most like complete and natural piece that I've done.
What is it called?
It's called Onwards to Zion. Yeah, and it'll be out early 2019.
Who did you work with on the production side of this? Have you worked more with the producers that were on?
No, so this is like this album is the first one I've done in its entirety. So that's what I'm super pumped about. It just feels so right. Like I started making my demos in my bedroom when I was in high school, and for this album, it felt like I was. We weren't in a bedroom. We were like, slightly like bigger space, obviously, but it still has that organic feel, and I just like have that connection, the same sort of connection that I had to the Winter EP. So yeah, I'm really excited, and obviously like nervous as well, because it is the first time that it's all on me, but yeah, I feel like it's been a long time coming, and I finally have made the album that I've always wanted to make.
If you weren't making music, what do you think you would be doing?
It's a pretty hard question. I mean, I've always kind of never had the mentality of using or like thinking about a plan B or a backup. But I remember like when I was in high school, like I was playing heaps of soccer, and we have a sport, cricket. Super into those sports, just playing them all the time, and I got like really badly injured playing cricket, and that was kind of the point where I decided that I would chase music, because I couldn't play for like a year. But maybe if that didn't happen, I'd be pursuing sport.
A professional cricketer?
Yeah, cricketer or like soccer player, yeah.
What happened in your cricket match?
I
got injured.
Yeah, I just had like a back strain. It was weird. It's just like because I was having like a crazy growth spurt, and I was like a bowler, which is kind of like a pitcher in baseball. And I think I just like over time it just took a toll on my back, and I had this massive. Every time I like threw it, I got this sharp pain. So yeah, it put me out of action for about a year. And the thing about cricket is like you play. The games go over 2 days, so every weekend I was playing cricket, and then when that happened, every weekend I was making music. So that's why I was able to like channel all my energy into music, is because of that injury. Yeah.
What is the main thing that fans can expect from a Vancouver Sleep Clinic show when it comes to you live?
They can I play a bunch of like old stuff, and also like definitely teasing a few songs I haven't put out yet. But I think just overall it's like just a journey, like an emotional trip. It's got a bunch of like highs and lows and like louder moments, and hopefully like a bit more energy as well. And obviously like it's classic, like the chilled ambient parts of the set too. So yeah, I think it's like really diverse and like hopefully enjoyable to listen to as the audience.
In Atlanta, Georgia, I've got to ask you, what is your favorite trap song of all time?
Ooh, of all time, damn. That's a good question. Favorite trap song? Man, I don't know if it's like. There's so many. I like.
There's too many to name just
There's
one,
too
bro.
many, but I mean, I really like. Do you mean like from Atlanta or just anywhere?
I'm talking Waka Flocka,
Just anywhere.
Gucci Mane. These guys are all from here.
Oh, from Atlanta. I mean, it's generic, but you can't go past like Migos, Bad and Bougie. Like that song's just, it's just like the biggest jam. Like, it's one of the best like trap songs I reckon that's ever been made. So.
Have you ever thought about remixing any of these songs? You're prone to some covers. Your cover of Drake and Michael Jackson's "Don't Matter."
Yeah, I've done some Drake stuff.
Fantastic.
Thanks. Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely not the Migos. I don't know. Yeah. I'll leave that stuff to those guys. But every now and then there's like a song from like the R&B or like urban world where I connect with it and I feel like putting a spin on it. But times like the party stuff, like I can't pull that off. Like I'm a 22-year-old like white Australian. Like it's just not gonna happen. So yeah.
Do you go to Australia often? Do you go back home often?
I try to go back as much as I can. I love going back home. My dog, my parents, brothers and sisters.
Are you the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest. So yeah.
Do they also want to be in music?
Yeah, my sister does like musical theater stuff. She's killing it. My brother actually does like soundtrack, like scoring stuff. And my youngest sister just started doing musical theater, so everyone's kind of like doing something related to it, I guess. Yeah, it's awesome.
What is the musical scene like there in terms of?
It's tight. I mean, we have our own thing, kind of. We have this radio station called Triple J, who like basically like runs the country for music. They're really like supportive of like underground artists. Like they have a website where you can upload and they'll like give you airplay sometimes, like as a totally like unknown artist. So yeah, it's super cool. Like everyone's connected and there's a really cool like scene for sure. But the trick obviously is like breaking out of that and reaching other parts of the world, because we're on this like island floating like miles away from everyone else. So it's definitely a big step to try and like get heard out in Europe or North America.
Is there a certain point in your career that enough will be enough and you'll be able to move on from making music to do something else?
Yeah, definitely. I've always like seen, music is like there's like a bunch of other things I want to accomplish for sure, and just in life. And music is like I love it and it'll always be a part of me, but there's definitely going to be a point when I like feel like I have nothing else that I want to say, where I could easily just put music to rest for a little while, maybe come back to it later. But I think that's the thing about the way I write and the way that I'm motivated is like I need to be inspired by something or have something that I want to get off my chest. And if that's not there, then there's no point to me doing it. So yeah, well, I'm just gonna keep riding the wave and enjoying it and trying to like make a difference in what I'm doing for now, and then we'll see what happens.
This is Ramusa Media. I'm Mustafa Abubaker. This is Vancouver Sleep Clinic, playing at Terminal West tonight in Atlanta, Georgia. My dog, thanks so much, man. I appreciate
you, bro. Thank you.